Greetings, fellow traders. Bubba here. It's time for the lunchtime market update for Thursday, October the 1st, 2020. Hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's take a look, see where the market here today. So SPX, basically last month, right, dark cloud cover here. So far this month, we're a little bit red here, even though we're up 15 points here based on the gap up, but red on the day. Weekly chart, we're coming off of the prior hammer right here, corrective channel breakout. So let's see if we can actually close green above the 50-day moving average, ideally with some volume. Let's take a look at the SPY and see how it's behaving here today. So it's misbehaving a little bit. So we gapped up above the 50-day moving average. We tried to push above yesterday's high, but we found a little bit of rejection off of those levels here. So let's see how they decide to end this day. We are still holding on to the 50-day moving average and the daily cloud. So let's keep an eye on that there. Let's take a look at the S&P futures and see how they're behaving, or again, misbehaving here today. So gave us some great short opportunities here off of the signal zone from this morning. One of the big things that we tweeted out this morning was this upward channel, right? We cracked this morning here and gave us some good opportunities here to the downside. We got to our signal zone below and had a couple bounces. It's trying to put in some higher highs, higher lows right now, and pulling back a little bit here. So we'll see if that ends up turning into a push to the downside to actually touch the signal zone below as we continue to monitor that going into the afternoon here. But otherwise, it's been a really choppy price action after the bounce there. So pretty interesting stuff there. Let's take a look at the MES. And see how that's behaving. So again, a couple geometric lines here from today. Again, this recent move up is basically contained here with this geometric line here. Got a bit of a channel above here. So let's just kind of see, as it triangulates here into the rest of the day, how which way it decides to move. We do have a double inside 5 right now, so let's see if that can give a move here into the rest of the afternoon. The Qs, okay, so the Qs rejecting their morning channel, right? So we tweeted this out here, or we sent this out to our members here this morning. A couple retests of that higher channel right there, and then rejected going into today. Let's take a look at the IWM. Okay, so IWM, quick down move here, and then super duper choppy right here as it decided what it wants to do, and again couldn't get out of the triangle here this morning, so just kind of in the middle of that range, and really just waiting on some market direction. As it sounds like there's some back and forth here with the stimulus package, things like that. So that's kind of the new trade deal, that's going on right now. So let's take a look at Apple. So we shorted this at the open. Why? Because it was extended here this morning, and it told us we follow what price does, right? So we had a little bit of kind of a mini sideways cup and handle here this morning, right? Broke down here. We're able to catch some retraces this morning, and another nice push to the downside here as we entered into the early morning, and then we saw some chop after that. And again, it still gave us another short opportunity here once it broke down, out of this consolidation area. So we'll see how that holds for the rest of the day. Let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla members pointed this out for a potential bounce here today, and it was a pretty nice one. So let's see. This was a good bounce right here. So let's see if this turns into a bull flag here into the rest of the day, and where that takes us. Let's take a look at Boeing. So Boeing actually had a pretty decent squeeze at the open here today. So gave some opportunities to the long side. Got to be really quick with names like this because the spreads can jump around. And then it lost these highs, came back down, gave a nice retrace right here for another shortable opportunity on Boeing today. Let's take a look at AMD. So AMD also gave us a nice pop at the open as well. Gave a huge retrace up here before another one, and we're just really kind of chopping around here. It's in kind of a larger channel type formation. So it is, slowly working its way back up. But again, we're not seeing a lot of big money coming in today. And one of the big concerns is that the VIX has been really high today. So VIX actually turned out to be one of the trades of the day. It really pushed out here this morning, consolidated. We got a nice 15-hour breakout here this morning on the VIX here with some increased volume, and that popped it up here through its prior 60 anchor, and then a nice push to the upside on the VIX. Rarely do we trade this one, but it keeps us concerned when it's ripping and nothing else is ripping, right? So we have to definitely keep that on the radar. So good stuff. We have a couple chart requests out there. So one of them is Piton. So Piton, again, really strong this morning. Members pointed this out at the open too. Nice 15-hour breakout and a really strong move with some good follow through as it works its way to all-time highs. Just be careful. It took the inside day up, which is great, right? That was a nice breakout move right there. Just watch. A lot of times it likes to close the day with a big upper shadow. So a little caution on there. Chewy, lots of call sweeps going on this one. It broke out of the consolidation range. Again, it's on the same ETF as Piton, right? So a couple of these names here. So it broke out of these levels here. Starting to see some increased volume here into the day, and really just an initial pop of the open, nasty retrace, and then a 15-hour breakout here to give us a push there into the end of the day. today. Oil names have been pretty weak here the last couple days, so Oxy gave us a couple downward opportunities here this morning. Nice inside 15 down here this morning, and then another inside 15 here as it's below the 15-hour range and below the ADMA. So a good drop on that one there today. Let's take a look at Nikola. So Nikola actually gave a little bit of a pop here today. Again, lots of caution on Nikola, guys. A lot of this is mostly short squeezing, right? There's really, it's still a sketchy name right now, so big upper shadow right here. In fact, this could be interesting going into the next couple days, right? So we've got this 7-8 retrace right here, but from the recent highs, right, it's almost a 618, right? So again, this is the day that we broke down right here. So we're really, really close to that 618 at the 200-day moving average. So definitely something to keep an eye on Nikola there as we as it's really just been a pretty sketchy name here recently, right? So something to keep an eye on there. RKT, Rocket Company's rocking it up today. So we were talking about yesterday. It's getting a little bit sketchy here, but we talked about the low volume, so it was a little bit weird there. Huge launch to the upside here today. I'm not even sure if it had any real news on it. I guess they had so there's a Realtor.com partnership on that one. So okay, so that's pretty good for it. So let's see if that continues to hold its way back up here. Definitely squeezed out some shorts off the last the weakness on the daily candles, and it's back over the ADMA. So see how that holds on that one. And then last chart request out there is Costco. So we have seen some relative strength in some of these names, Walmart, things like that. And Costco had good earnings and was down after that. We were waiting for the dip buy on that. So this hammer ended up actually being a good potential move here to get some follow through on that. So Costco's doing well here. Let's see if it can push its way back up to all-time highs. So good stuff, guys. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in and for the chart requests. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your trading day. We'll catch you guys at the daily market wrap. Stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.